Hello, my name is Flippen, and for my capstone project labeled Keeping the Arts in Schools, I did a public service announcement animation for the Arts Council for Monterey County, and my advisor for this project was Pat Watson. Alright, again, short project description is a 1-minute 3D animation that was a PSA for the Arts Council, and the purpose of this project was to help raise awareness on both the benefits and the sorrows that arts education has gone through. And my goal for this project was to help keep arts in schools by raising the public awareness about the arts. Alright, so the main problem, of course, is arts education has seen a major decline in the last few years, and due to this, a lot of students are losing out on the benefits that it can provide. Of course, the reason for this decline is due to budget cuts, and since the arts is considered less important than other curriculum, it is one of the first to get cut. And however, the arts education does provide several benefits and can lead to higher scores and motivation in schools. So to solve this problem, I was confronted by the Arts Council to create content advocating to keep arts in schools. So what I did is I created the 1-minute PSA animation using several software packages that I've learned throughout the last few years in my stay here at CSUMB. And then finally, I converted the project into several different formats so they can be broadcasted locally on TV as well as online. And basically, for the process of making this animation, there's two main phases. The first phase was the development stage, in which I created my concept sketches and then created a storyboard and script to get the idea on paper. And then I started modeling and animating everything to create the entire environment. And then I created a rough draft animatic so that my client would have a very solid idea of what the overall video would look like when it's finished. Then the second phase was the basic final production stage, in which I did the full quality rendering of all my images, which for a 1-minute film is about 2,000 frames. So that took about 2 days. And then compiling it all together into After Effects, where I also added the special effects before adding the narration and the soundtrack, and then converting it to the different formats. Some of the tools I used, Maya was my main tool, which is used for animation and 3D modeling, industry standard, as Andrew mentioned. AnimEqual was another software package that I used. It's used for character animation using motion capture. It's also where I got the characters for my animation. After Effects CS5, it's used to throw all the files together into a video, as well as it was used to create a lot of the special effects that you'll see in it. And Photoshop was used to create the look and feel of several of the objects to have more advanced control over how things look like in the animation. And GarageBand was used to record the narration as well as create the soundtrack for the animation. So without further ado, I'm going to play my video for you.
We think of childhood as a time of light, color, play, and expression. For our current school children, those dreams are fading into a gray void of standardized tests and regimented instruction. California school districts are rapidly losing strategic arts plans, district arts committees, and arts coordinators. While overall education spending increased between 2006 and 2009, funding for arts fell by 68%. 61% of schools don't even have a full-time arts specialist. The key to opening the hearts and minds of our young people comes through the arts. Involvement in the arts is associated with gains in math, reading, critical thinking, and verbal skill. Arts learning can also improve motivation, concentration, confidence, and teamwork. Make the arts a part of your day and a part of your children's lives. Start today by contacting the Monterey Arts Council and learn how to support the arts in our schools.
Okay, so basically, what I learned from this project, most importantly, time management, because things are always going to take a lot longer than you originally expect. And always be prepared for changes, especially when you're dealing with the satisfaction of more than one person. So I also learned several new techniques in the software that I did know, as well as a whole new software package, Animeeple. And never be afraid to ask questions, as it can save a lot of time and headaches in the end. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to see my project. I'd also like to thank my advisor, Pat Watson, for his help, as well as my friends and peers and family for their support along the way. If you have any questions, just see me at my poster session in room 156 down the hall, and thank you for coming.